And let's once again take you to Vijay Chowk in New Delhi. NDA members of parliament, both from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, several union ministers were a part of this march against the Congress party. The NDA is holding the Congress party responsible for the washout of the monsoon session. The protests are called Save Democracy. This march was carried out from Vijay Chowk to Mahatma Gandhi's statue in Parliament. The ruling alliance has described the continuous disruptions by the Congress as murdering democracy in India, accusing the Congress party of stalling India's growth story and hurting the economy. India Today's Smita Sharma is on ground zero and she sent us this report.
Well, on the last day of the monsoon session of Parliament, it is the NDA which is now out on the streets in protest against what they say was a Congress-driven disruption all throughout the session. The NDA members of Parliament, lawmakers, including, of course, Union Affairs ministers too, they are walking all the way from Vijay Chowk to Parliament. Union ministers like Manohar Parrikar, V.K. Singh, to Nirmala Sitharaman are all a part of these protests. They have placards on their hands which says, Sansad mein Vyavdhan naam desh ka badnaam. Sir, what is your crucial message today?
संसद चलनी चाहिए, इन लोगों ने कांग्रेस वाले ने चलनी नहीं दी, ये हमारा मैसेज।
संसद चलने की जिम्मेदारी विपक्ष की होती है या सत्ता पक्ष की भी होती है?
नहीं, अगर विपक्ष वहाँ सदन में हंगामा करेगा तो कैसी चलेगी?
अच्छा, तो ये आखिरी दिन में आज आप लोग जिस तरीके से संदेशा दे रहे हैं, अब जबकि मॉनसून सेशन खत्म हो रहा है, इससे हासिल क्या होगा सर?
हमने पूरे देश को बताने का प्रयास किया है और संसद को चलाने का भी प्रयास किया है। आज देश महसूस भी कर रहा है कि लोकतंत्र की हत्या, वंश में एक बेटे को स्थापित करने के लिए किस तरीके से दुरुपयोग किया जा सकता है। आदिल को समझौते में किस तरीके से एंडरसन को छोड़कर और आदिल को लिया जाता है, यह भी देश ने महसूस किया है।
So they are saying that this is a murder of democracy.
To destroy the system. That is why they want to protect a dynasty, whereas we are here to protect the institution of democracy.
Mr. Rijiji, what are the chances that a special session could be convened to ensure that, bills like the GST could pass through?
Yes, the efforts are on, and I think the better sense will prevail. This message will go to the countrymen, and the country people will put pressure on the Congress party to desist from such destructive tactics.
So, do you think that a protest for a protest, this is now going to be the political strategy really that should dominate this country?
Because we have to expose Congress party before the nation, how much they are against the growth of the Indian economy, they are against the welfare of Indian people. That we have to expose, and they are exposed now. Yesterday Congress was badly exposed during the discussion in the Lok Sabha.
Okay, so you are saying that it is the Congress party that needs to be exposed. We'll try and get in a word from Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar that I can see. Rajiv, hi. While of course the NDA members are saying that it's the Congress party that needs to be exposed, the Congress turns around and says for the longest time, for more than a decade, it was the BJP and its allies that kept on opposing bills like the GST.
No, look, I think they will say what they have to say, but I think it's quite obvious that this obstruction has hurt the economy, hurt the parliament. And obviously, I don't think they are going to go around admitting to what they've done. But it's for the people to decide that this has been a complete waste of a parliament session where important bills could have been passed and the economy could have been put on the fast track.
Okay, so are you hopeful, sir, then, after this message that the next session of parliament will not be put on?
I am hopeful that the people will understand who's obstructing and who's trying to create progress.
Okay, many thanks. So the entire NDA delegation there, as you can see, this is the gate really of Parliament from where cars go in, from where vehicles go in. These are, there are these electric barriers of sorts where you need a tag for these barricades to be up and lifted so that the cars can then go in. But all these members here with placards in their hand, clearly for now, the offense is the best defense seems to be the strategy, both as far as the ruling parties or the opposition forces are concerned. Here outside of Parliament at this NDA rally with video journalist D.K. Sharma, this is Smita Sharma for India Today.
And my colleague Ashar Ahmed Khan just a short while back spoke to the Union Human Resource and Development Minister Smriti Irani. Let's listen in.
Joining us now is the HRD Minister. Ma'am, you all took out a march today. What exactly were you all trying to make a point about?
I think that the point has been extremely explicitly clear yesterday in the Lok Sabha, where the farcical fight being put up by the Congress party with just the emphasis to ensure that the economic growth story of this country be sacrificed at the altar of the Gandhi dynasty was exposed yesterday. Today, BJP and NDA leaders and representatives of the people of this country are marching so that we ensure to the people of India that we fight for their rights, we fight for development and good governance, and also appeal to the people of this country to choose. They have chosen and given us the mandate, but today the choice is very clear. The choice is between a dynasty which has ruled this country for over 5 decades and yet ensured that India remains poor, or an entire conglomeration, an entire group of political parties that have received the mandate of the people so that they can, through good governance, ensure that our country can finally be free of poverty.
How do you respond to Rahul Gandhi when he says that the Prime Minister does not have the guts to face the House?
This is a man who did not have the guts to tour his own constituency while he was MP for 10 years, who is going to his constituency after I repeatedly go there. This is a man whose own margin of winning was reduced by my presence of only 20 days. It is laughable that he feels that the Prime Minister of this country would be scared of such an individual who would rather sacrifice the jobs of millions of youngsters in this country but only want to save his own personal political career.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was HRD Minister Smriti Irani speaking to us with camera person Pinaki in Delhi, Ashar Khan for India Today.
तो जिस प्रकार से इलाहाबाद कोर्ट के जजमेंट के पश्चात जो देश में इमरजेंसी लगाया गया, आज वैसा ही व्यवहार कांग्रेस पार्टी ने इस सदन में पिछले 15 दिन में प्रदर्शित किया है। ये उसी का प्रतिबिंब है, उसी भावना का प्रतिबिंब है, उसी आचरण का प्रतिबिंब है। प्रधानमंत्री ने इस विषय को दर्शाया। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने यह भी कहा कि वर्षों से वो पहले योजना आयोग की बैठक में 14 वर्षों तक जब मुख्यमंत्री थे वो आते रहे।
Joining us now is Telecom Minister Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad. Sir, you all had a march today. What were you all trying to prove, sir?
Basically to show to the country that we are keen for GST, we are keen for development. GST is important for the country, but the sheer arrogance and ego of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, even Congress party was uncomfortable. Now I have not the slightest doubt that Congress party led by Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi in particular have a kind of a lurking confidence that they only have the divine right to rule India. And if anyone else comes, we shall not let him. But we are of a different stuff. We will rule. But what has pained us, the kind of language they have used, the way they tried to block Sonia Gandhi from speaking, are too evident.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was the Telecom Minister telling us what the NDA was planning to do. With camera person Pinaki in Delhi, Ashar Khan for India Today.
India Today's Brijesh Pandey standing by live at Vijay Chowk. Brijesh, the NDA strategy is very clear. Now, they are not attacking the Congress party in general. They've singled out the Congress party President Sonia Gandhi and the Congress party Vice President Rahul Gandhi and targeting them for stalling India's growth story.
Well, absolutely, and I mean, ever since for the last 5-6 days, the center of target has always been the first family of Congress, the Gandhi family, and they have been very relentless in their attack. And how geared up they are about this could be easily witnessed yesterday when Sushma Swaraj was replying to Mallikarjun Kharge's intervening in the Lalit Modi scam discussion in the Parliament yesterday, and today also the special criticism was reserved for both Rahul Gandhi as well as Sonia Gandhi. But you know, I mean, this one aspect of politics which the BJP is trying to do is to reach out to masses, tell their constituency, send their ministers and MPs to each constituency, and they have been asked to convey to the people that yes, you know, that Congress is derailing the growth agenda. But you know, they will have to reach out to the opposition parties. They have to reach out to smaller opposition parties in order to make sure that whatsoever legislation they need to pass and make make sure that, that those legislation have a cascading effect to the society. For it to happen, they will have to reach out to Congress and various other parties in order to ensure that House functions in future. And that is one strategy on which the BJP is absolutely silent. And I think Bihar election is going to be the precipice on which various other factors will be decided. The results of Bihar election will be crucial as to how the winter session of Parliament will function. Gaurav?
Okay. The Prime Minister addressed the NDA MPs and he also gave them a missive. He said, go out to your constituencies, expose the Congress party. What else did the Prime Minister say? He we are told, hit back at the Congress party and the Vice President Rahul Gandhi.
Well, yes, and what we have been also given to understand is that there is also a plan in progress in which some of the MPs of BJP will be asked to travel to constituencies of Congress MPs, and therein they are expected to hold several rallies and do sabhas in order to convey to the electorate of the constituents of those members of those parliamentary seats that, listen, your MP is one of the reasons why several key legislatures which will have a cascading effect for the betterment of the economy has not been able to take, and you should actually ask your MP to contribute to the well-being of the society as whole. So there are several angles and aspects on which the BJP and the NDA is working on, and they are hopeful that it will start bearing results. There will be a social pressure on the Congress and other opposition leaders in order to make sure that the House functions next time when it convenes during the winter session of the Parliament. Gaurav?
Brijesh, do we have details of the 44 Congress party MPs who are being singled out, whose constituencies will be targeted by the BJP?
Well, what we as of now, the details have not emerged, but I think in another couple of hours, the detail will come out as to which all parliamentary seats will be. The BJP will be sending MPs and ministers to which all parliamentary constituency. It will emerge out in a couple of hours, but this strategy of the BJP to take the battle to the Congress camp will be an extremely interesting development in the politics, and it'll be then this will be kind of forcing the Congress to take the battle to the BJP camp. So it'll be very interesting to see how and when and who all will be visiting the constituencies of the Congress MPs. Gaurav?
Brijesh, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. We leave our viewers with these pictures of the NDA march against the Congress. The BJP claims it's the Congress that's murdering democracy. A quick break. We'll be back with much more. Keep watching India Today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hit out at the Congress party, saying while the BJP was trying to protect the nation, the Congress was only trying to protect a party. NDA lawmakers took out a rally against the Congress party's disruptive politics. That is what the NDA is terming Congress party's disruptive politics. There you see Lal Krishna Advani, the BJP patriarch, flanked by Sushma Swaraj, the External Affairs Minister. There's also Rajnath Singh, Ramvilas Paswan, Nitin Gadkari in the front line of this agitation. All the NDA MPs in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha were a part of this march from Vijay Chowk to Mahatma Gandhi's statue. Sansad mein Vyavdhan, Desh ka naam badnaam was the placard that these leaders were holding. India Today's Ashar Ahmed Khan spoke to the Union HRD Minister Smriti Irani. Let's listen in.
The NDA leaders are now marching inside Parliament. It is being led by the Rural Development Minister Birender Singh, also Jagdambika Pal, BJP MP from Uttar Pradesh. They are saying that they want the House to run, and the Congress has ensured that the House does not run. As you can see in the second line, Home Minister and Consumer Affairs Minister Ramvilas Paswan also leading the entire march which is coming inside Parliament. The External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj is also there. So senior ministers, senior leaders of the BJP marching inside Parliament, holding placards, holding posters saying that the House should not be held hostage by the opposition and discussion should take place. So clearly right now we're seeing that Now the NDA leaders marching inside Parliament, trying to make a point at the last day of this monsoon session, which has been a complete washout. With camera person Pinaki in Delhi, Ashar Khan for India Today.
Now, all the MPs with the Parliament having adjourned sign a die. All MPs of the NDA have been tasked by the Prime Minister to go to their respective constituencies and what the Prime Minister terms as expose the disruptive politics of the Congress party. A quick break. We'll be back with the headlines and our top stories. Keep watching India Today.